was dog sitting, like literally 2 seconds ago. But now I'm not. I just came home, maybe an hour ago. I've been chilling. I was like just packing up and leaving. I'm exhausted. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Forgot everything I was gonna say. Welcome to a week in my life. It's Monday, Memorial Day, so I would say happy Memorial Day, but honestly, this holiday can be sad for people. So, thank you to all who have served for our country, but also, I'm sorry for the losses of friends, family, anything like that, in people's life. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm so sorry. I've got a busy week planned ahead of me, but today I'm just kind of chilling. Today's kind of like my last hurrah. I'm almost done with Cinder. I actually finished Cinder. Girl, finished Cinder. I want to get the new copies of the books. This is Eileen's, and I loved this book. I literally loved it so much, and I'll talk about it later, but it is fantastical. But I'm reading the little like short story in here, which talks about Cinder's life when she like first came to her adopted family or whatever. Finished Cinder, finished The West to the Land of Plenty. I rated Cinder a 5-star, and I think I rated West to the Land of the Plenty a 4-star. So both really good books. Nora and I are gonna watch our show. She's getting ice over there. She doesn't really care right now. But I'm starting another back. This is The Darkest Hour by Caroline Tung Richmond. Going in blind, but Nora and I are watching our show. We're watching Pretty Little Liars. We're on season 1. Are we on episode 9? We're on like episode 9 or 10. So we're not that far into it, but we're kind of low-key invested. Well, I'm trying to persevere right now, and it is a genuine struggle. Okay, I'm on the struggle bus right now. I'm tired. I went into work at 8 o'clock. I went to work an hour early today because I was helping out. Because one of the ladies that I work with was out of town, so we've kind of like all been on a cycle where like my boss was out, and then I was out, and then now my other coworker is out. I worked longer than I normally do, and that's fine, but I'm really exhausted, and I'm trying to like just keep pushing myself. I took a little break, and I'm like, you should just be going, but I'm just like drained. I just want to go to bed. But I'm not going to, because I've got stuff to get done. Because tomorrow, I'm starting my first day of my internship, or accounting intern. So I kind of work every day now. I'm so excited. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset. Just a new challenge I get to battle. I got in contact with an author. She actually wrote this book, Anna Barroso. I think that's how you say it. She wrote Look for the Yellow, which is a poetry book. As you can see, I thoroughly enjoyed it because I dog-eared quite a few poems. Let me read you one. Take me someplace where I can be myself. Tell me something only you know. Remind me that you care. Remind me that you know about me. Help me be sure of us, because I don't always like who I am, and I'm scared. Scared that I'll mess this up. Scared that I'll push you away, or that you'll see my black mind. Scared that I'll freeze you with my touch. I'll bring my chisel, he says, and I know that he knows me. What a good poem. You know? What a good poem. Anyway, this book I would definitely recommend. It splits the section into 4 sections. We have for the weeper, for the dreamer, for the lover, and for the reader. So that one I would assume is probably from the lover one, but really good. She's coming out with a novel soon. So, well, she recommended to me a workbook from another author that is Erin Phillips. So I got this book launch workbook she said that she used this to write her book, helped plan it out, helped all that stuff. So I'm going to be diving into this and seeing what I can get out of it for what my next steps are for my book. Even though I'm not like done writing it yet, I want to be prepared, start being more disciplined in what I'm doing. I sounded like my boyfriend right there.
Be more disciplined.
My boyfriend is very much a little baddie. He's all about the discipline part for himself, which is actually a very admirable trait that he has. I wish I was more disciplined. I'm disciplined in eating food, sweets after every meal. That's my discipline right there. And so that's about as far as I go with that. But we're trying. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous. So we have little blouse, khaki pants, like dress pants, pink Converse. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. I keep neglecting, I feel like I'm getting better at managing my time. I'm trying to fit in like a bunch of different things in between all my work, get more into a routine and stuff. And so today I worked out for the first time in a while, and you know, I did some other things that were productive, but I still haven't like gotten to the point where I'm prioritizing, you know, writing my book, which is really bothering me. I think that's also just a fear factor, but we're gonna get over that.
Good morning. Oh my gosh, that's so big. First day of school. First day of school. First day.
Come on, Dad.
Of the internship.
School.
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited.
Okay,
I don't know what to expect.
Go.
I'm not really sure what to expect yet, so hopefully it's a good day. I've worked 8-hour days before, so this should be fine, but I know it's gonna
Not with your mama.
I know it's gonna be exhausting.
Not with your mama.
But we're gonna persevere, and we're gonna conquer through the day. Yay.
Good morning, y'all. It's Thursday. I'm on the last day of my internship for the week. So I just gotta make it through today. And then I'm good to go. And then I restart everything next week. So I am excited but still uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable where I'm at, which I don't think is a bad thing. Not like uncomfortable, but uncomfortable like I'm doing something new. And so I'm going to see what the day brings me, which I don't know what that is yet. So I hope today's a great day. I will say, working 8 hours without a lunch break is insane. Tonight, I also have prayer night, which is super exciting. Good morning, my peoples. It is Friday. I feel like I have not filmed that much this week, to be honest. I've had a really busy week, just work-wise. This is kind of the start of my kind of busier journey, my busier life. I start at the end of June, I start my classes up, and I'll be working my 2 jobs. So it's kind of like a lot, but I'm persevering, pushing on, keeping a good attitude. Internship day was, well, first and second day were kind of a culture shock. I've never really been in an environment that's kind of working in a corporate setting before, so it was definitely a new experience for me. And it was scary. I just want to say, like, it's genuinely just scary to try new things, and that's kind of where I'm at in the point of my life, is just a bunch of new things popping up and things I'm gonna have to try and get used to. And it's so weird because I can tell my anxiety is getting really bad when I'm there, and when I'm like, just, I could feel it these last 2 days. And honestly, that made me think about and be like, okay, why am I feeling anxious or whatever? So I went to prayer night last night, and at prayer night we spend about an hour praying. We go through, they're like different 10-minute sections of like what you pray. So like we first start off with like, okay, for these 10 minutes you're gonna focus on praising the Lord, and then you're gonna focus on thanking the Lord, and then you're gonna go into a time of confession, a time of, you know, talking to God about your sins and what you've done, and asking for forgiveness and repentance and all this stuff. And then there's a time for petitions, which is like, what do you want, and bringing that to God. But at the end of the day, like, his will be done. But we're called to, you know, tell God what we want in our hearts. And then at the end we have, there's a word for it, but I don't really know what it's called. But you pray for other people. It's really helped me in my prayer life, because I think I've said this before, but prayer has always been more difficult for me because I just lose focus so easily. Like, I'll start praying and then I will drift off and be like, I need to get this done, or I need to do this. And so going has definitely helped me reset for the next month. And I've been like really loving it, because it's also a place where I've been okay learning that it's okay to be vulnerable with other people, and it's okay to like let go of all of that. So it was really nice to go, and at this stage of my life, I have got that little person in my head that keeps telling me mean things and telling me that I'm not good enough, and telling me, you know that voice. And so I'm trying to like overcome that, because it's actually happening in every aspect of my life. I'm seeing it in my relationships with people. I'm seeing it in my work life, all of these things, and I just am over it. So with that being said, the leader of our prayer night, she talked to me, and she was like, or I told her kind of how I was feeling, and she actually said something in a devotional that she started. And I think the premise of it, if I don't butcher it, is where you're worrying and fearing the most in your life is where you're lacking trust in the Lord in. And I was like, holy cow, that's insane. Because I feel like and that made me think, and was like, okay, my worry I think is derived from my path, my journey, what my life is going to look like. And that's where I don't trust God in, because that's where I'm worrying the most in. And so she texted me this morning too, and she was like, she gave me a verse, I think it's in Isaiah, and she told me that, because I told her when I'm feeling anxious or whatever, I pray and then like it doesn't go away, like I still feel anxious. And she was like, well, it's a mindset change. Like, you need to be focusing on the Lord in those times and remind yourself of truth. Like, the Lord has me. He will give me peace. He will help me through this. Like, remind my brain all those things, and that should eventually like calm my anxiousness. And it's obviously okay to be nervous and feel feelings, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be upset, it's okay to be anxious, it's okay to have those feelings. But it's when things get a little out of control, where you're feeling feelings like worry and anxiety and stuff like that. Even stress is like a normal thing to have, but then you gotta choose, like, okay, or feeling nervous. Like, that's totally natural to feel nervous. If I'm going into an internship for a corporation, which is literally what I do, I'm gonna be a little nervous. Anyone who's not nervous, that's crazy. But it's when you let those things control you and those emotions control you, which is what another girl in my Bible study said, or my prayer night. So it was really good, and that really has helped me, or I hope is gonna help me in the future. With this job and with these new things with school starting. I mean, I'm gonna be starting college, like Baker College, going in, like I said, at the end of June, and I haven't been into that kind of schooling probably for 7 years. So yeah, but that's what I got. It's just a work from home in my bed kind of day. Got my little setup. I'm like in my little corner. So fresh.